Hello, and welcome to Geekstreet Cafe. Today we're going to be talking about one of the things that has honestly changed the way that I interact with my phone, the way that I interact with everything that I do with my Apple devices, and those are the AirPods. These beautiful little things in this tiny little capsule have changed everything I thought about Bluetooth headphones. So let's jump right in. So let's get some of the specs out of the way. It runs on the Apple W1 chip, which allows the AirPods to be able to tell which ear is being used, whether one, the other, or both. It allows it to use battery consumption adjustments, so that way it conserves battery when necessary. It knows when to enable the microphone, also cutting, background noise, all that kind of stuff. It has about a 5-hour battery life per charge on the AirPods, as well as over 24 hours worth of battery life on the case, according to Apple. It has a 0.12 latency detection on Bluetooth, meaning that, because it is a Bluetooth connection, you get the most minor latency. You might be able to see it, most likely not. It's probably just fine. You also have auto on, auto off, meaning that it knows when to turn itself off, so that way it conserves battery. And it also has touch gesture controls, so you can actually touch the AirPods and manage control that way. So let's talk about opinions. I've been using these things for several months now, and I've had them everywhere. I take them all over the place with me, and I personally think that as far as usage goes, they are fantastic. I absolutely love the way they feel. They don't feel awkward in my ears. They don't feel like they're gonna fall out. I love how convenient they are to use, how convenient they are to connect. And actually, mentioning connection, I want to go ahead and demonstrate to you on my phone how you connect these devices for the first time. Normally, you would have to go into settings, go into Bluetooth, have to figure out what in the world you're gonna do, but not with these. Apple decided that's not good enough, and I agree. So all you have to do is just flip the lid open, and immediately they connect to your phone. When you connect them for the first time, immediately just says, do you want to connect these AirPods to your device? And that's all it asks. It doesn't have to go through any connecting, it doesn't have to do anything. But then the beautiful part is every time you open this lid, you can see exactly how much battery you have in both your AirPods and your charging case. So if I pull one out, you can see that it actually splits the battery level between the two. So even if you're using one, it actually gives you an accurate battery reading. So let's say that you have this ever-looming theory that people have about losing one. Everyone's like, well, what if one falls out? What if I lose one? They'll never find it again. Well, they actually thought of that. Of course, Apple would think of something like that. If you were actually to go into Find My iPhone, I'm going to see if this will pick up on the microphone, but you can actually not only locate each individual AirPod, but you can also play a sound. I'm going to see if it'll pick up over this mic. You hear that? It's super loud, it's super easy to hear. I actually lost one in my house one day, and just immediately, and it keeps getting louder too, and you can choose which one plays. So say you lost both of them and you have one but you lost the other, you can mute one and choose to play the sound only through one AirPod, which is super easy, super convenient. I love it. You can also locate the case by itself, so if you actually lose the case, then you can find that too. And they just think of everything as making this a convenient experience for you. It has what's called ear detection. I mentioned that in the specs. So if you look, you see the little black dot there, and then a little black dot on the other side. It's not focusing very well, but those are actually infrared sensors. And when both of them are covered, so if I were to cover it right now, it would actually play a small little ding in your ear, letting you know that it detects your ear and it's connected. Super simple, super easy. It knows when your left and right is connected, so that way it'll play a stereo signal through either one or both. So you don't lose sound quality even when you're only using one AirPod. It also knows how to activate the mic, so if I have the right one in my ear like so, then immediately I hear the ding, and then the mic activates, so if I want to talk on the phone with it, I can. So how about the battery life? Apple says that it has 5 hours per charge and then over 24 hours of charging time on the case. Does that play out in reality? Well, let me tell you. I use a really healthy mix of both talking and music on it. I listen to YouTube, I listen to music, I listen to just about everything. You know, I'm using it for phone calls, and no matter what, I seem to get a good 4.5 to 5 hour charge out of each one of these AirPods. As far as the case goes, they say that you have over 24 hours worth of charging time on the case. That is more than true. I can usually get roughly about 30 hours worth of charge time off of one charge in the case, and it uses the lightning port as everything on Apple does, and so it's really simple to charge it up. Anyway, if you were questioning how long does it take to charge, well, I can get a full charge out of this case in about 20 minutes, and that's it. I can get about a half a charge out of an AirPod. Say my AirPod is dead, I can get it halfway charged in about 3 minutes. So charging time is a non-issue. It's fantastic. It works, it's simple. Again, Apple is just really pushing the this takes no time at all concept. So I want to talk about one more thing really quick, and that is accessories. So AirPods actually has a number of accessories for them. I am one of those people that likes to keep my case in really good condition, you know, keep the scratches and things off of it. So I bought a silicone cover from a company called AP Skins. They're not sponsored. I am not, being paid to advertise them, but I'm actually giving you a genuine opinion on this company. I bought actually a combo where it came with some vinyl covers for the AirPods themselves, give it a little taste of flavor and a little color, so it's not just the plain white, but also this lovely case right here. All it does is just slide straight in, it covers the top, and it's an immediate easy cover for your AirPods. I've used this thing ever since I got it. It holds up really well. It does get a little bit rubbery, making it difficult to get in and out of a pocket occasionally, but you can expect that with any rubber silicone, style cover of any kind. But it does help really protect it. It gives it a little bit of cushion. If you drop it, it's a little bit of peace of mind. Have used the vinyl skins. I like them, but they do feel a little bit different in your ear than without. So that is something just to keep in mind. So that's all I've got for today on the Apple AirPods. Out of a total rating, honestly, I would rate them about a 9 out of 10. There's definitely some room for Apple to grow, but they have done an amazing job solving the Bluetooth headphone issue. I think they are amazing. The sound quality is extraordinary. They have a really wide breadth of features that you can just dig yourself straight into, and it feels like a seamless experience to you. As you guys might have noticed, I have a different studio now. It looks a little bit different in the background, and we're getting started into a new series of Geekstreet Cafe. You might have noticed the new intro video, as well as a couple new things popping up. So we're kind of giving everything a new feel, a new look. So be expecting a video once a week for now, starting every Wednesday. Where you can expect a great review, maybe a game, anything that might tickle your fancy on this channel. So if you have any suggestions, any opinions that you might want to give, make sure to put those down in the comments below. If you really like the video, make sure to subscribe, and thanks for you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time on Geekstreet Cafe.